Alright guys, today I'm going to show you how to make some throwing darts, and these are going to go along with the dartboard that I made in the last video. If you haven't watched that, link will be in the description. Now I'm starting off with a old and broken carbon fiber arrow, and if you're not into archery, don't worry about it. You can go to any archery range, and if you look far enough back in the woods or in the trash cans, you're sure to find a broken arrow. Now I just cut off the knot because it adds unnecessary weight, and I'm measuring about 4.5 inches up from the back of the arrow to cut off my dart. Now since these are carbon fiber, they're prone to splintering, so just let the saw do the work, don't apply any pressure to it. And that's pretty much it for the shaft and the fletchings. For the tip, I'm using these machine screws I picked up at Walmart for $1. They're about 1.5 inches long and 1/8 inch thick. And about 1/2 inch down I marked with a Sharpie where I'm going to grind the tip. And that tip is also where I cut the head off. And we have the nice clean end in the drill so that way we can screw our bolts on nicely. And we want to make sure the drill is rotating opposite of the way that the belt's moving. Now we're going to grind this taper to a flat point. We don't want it to come to a complete point or else it would be weak and it could bend over. And once we're done with that, to make the tip even stronger, we're going to harden it. And to do that, we just heat it up to a nice red hot temperature and quench it in water. And that basically switches up the molecule structure or the crystal structure so that it's harder than it was originally. Now in knife making, once we harden a knife, we also have to temper it so it's not brittle. And I did that with this tip by just waving it around in the blowtorch flame. That basically softens up the metal so it won't crack. Now for the weight, I'm using machine nuts. That's why we use the machine screw for the tip in the first place. And for me, the magic number is 3. I found that 3 nuts on the tips make for a nice and balanced dart. Then we'll go ahead and hot glue it in the shaft and we'll test it out and see if it works. So right off the bat, this dart was great. It wasn't unbalanced or anything. Now if it were unbalanced, say it was dropping too much, we could shift the weights closer to the tail, or we could take a weight off. It really just depends. However, mine were great where they were, so I super glued them in place. That way they won't move anymore. And as usual, if you guys have any questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.